Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. So, unintentional bonus feature here. This truck drives noticeably different. It's faster, it's more responsive. I did not anticipate this at all, and I don't know exactly what caused it. Maybe it's a combination of these repairs, but the truck is a lot quicker, more responsive on the throttle, higher boost. I mean, it's crazy. So I would call all of these repairs a tune-up in itself. It did a lot for this truck. It drives so much better now. So just wanted to add that in here. And this video is just how to replace the fan clutch, tensioner, two idler pulleys, and the belt. So thanks for watching.
Tonight we are doing the fan clutch, and while we're at it, we are going to be replacing the serpentine belt, the two idlers, and the belt tensioner. It's just a lot easier when you're doing the fan clutch and all that to do this at the same time. So let's get right into it. I've already prepped and taken off the shroud. It's really simple. I already have a video on it, but you'll figure it out. I got faith in you. The next step is you got to take off this actual shroud that's around the fan itself. So there's 3 bolts. There's this one right there, and then there's a second one down there. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, right, that one right there. And then the third one is gonna be a pain. It's in the exact same location, just on this side. And I don't know if you can see it down there. Try to zoom in. Right there. So it's the same all the way around. They all are situated like that. And they are all 13 millimeter. Okay, got the right one out with the 13 mil spanner. It's just buried in there. And then I got the left one. I had to pull the cold side charge pipe off just a little bit so that you can reach down in there. And I had to use a short little stubby 1/4 inch drive 13 mil, and it reaches right in there. So now this is loose, and we can throw the big 1 7/8 wrench on there and take off the fan and the shroud. They come off together. This plastic goes on at the same time with the actual fan and clutch. Okay, got the 1 7/8 wrench. And find a good spot, that'll do. Get my mallet, and let's see how many whacks it takes. Loosen a little bit. Yeah, there, it's starting to loosen, so I'm gonna rotate it to a different spot on there. I've heard of people using a air chisel or even just putting a punch down there on one of those flat spots and being able to loosen it. But I mean, this is pretty simple too. You can return this. I'm never gonna use an 1 7/8 wrench ever again besides this job. So it's working pretty well. Okay, so I'll tell you something interesting that just happened actually. So I have the pry bar shoved down into the pulley there, because when I was spinning the actual fan clutch nut, the whole pulley was going with it. So I had to wedge this pry bar right here to stop it, the pulley from turning. And now watch the nut, it'll turn. There we go. So now the nut's rotating, and then I'll relieve pressure on this pry bar. Okay, it's kind of easier to explain now, but when I was trying to loosen the fan clutch nut there, this whole pulley was spinning underneath the belt. So you needed tension somehow on this belt to stop it from spinning. And I was like, oh wait, there's a bunch of holes in this pulley. Let me just put a pry bar in there and wedge it up against something. And it worked. And it only took a few hits with the mallet. And I'm actually glad that I got the wrench, because it took probably 10 to 12 rotations, you know, one at a time, coming in here, loosen, come back out, rotate to get a better throw, go like that. So I don't know how people are doing it without a wrench, but that worked, got it out. And now it is time to replace the clutch. We're going to be taking these bolts off there and just swapping out the clutch. And then we'll dive into serpentine belt, idler pulleys, and tensioner, and then put everything back together. A lot of access here. If you've never seen your truck at this point before, there's a lot of access. You can get to a lot of coolant stuff. I know that's a hard one to get to sometimes. You can get to the pulleys, the tensioner, your crank bolts actually down there. You can get to some steering, grease zerks, coolant lines, looks like maybe some trans cooler lines, and some more steering here, rad hoses. You can get to a lot of stuff here. Okay, so the fan itself came off of your clutch, and it's a 13 millimeter, and they're on there maybe 15 to 20 foot-pounds. They're super easy to get off, and literally just swap the old clutch out with the new one. And we're gonna put the fan back on with one hand and throw the bolts back on and put it to, I don't know, I can't really find a spec, but they did not come off that hard. So, you know, call it, I don't know, 18 foot-pounds, 15 to 20 is my guess. Okay, and if you've never done the tensioner, it is a 1/2 inch drive and you go counterclockwise. I'm using a cheater bar just to help out a little bit, and we will get this belt right off. Okay, release the tension, pull it off the alternator. It's just the easiest one there. Oh, before you do this, take a picture of the orientation. There's diagrams online, but it just helps to see it in person now. Take your own photo, take your own video, definitely helps. All right, so we got the new tensioner on and the new idler pulleys. They all three are 37 foot-pounds. And now we are putting on the belt. Again, following that diagram that we had. Make sure all these spin freely. And yeah, throw the belt on and we'll throw the fan clutch back on, or fan. Okay, so while I had this off, I just cut off this one fin, because when this is in, this fin is blocking access to the tensioner. If you ever need to change your belt in the future or on the side of the road or whatever, that one fin was blocking your breaker bar from going in there. So figured I'd cut it out now. There's like 10 fins on here and I cut one. I don't think it's gonna cause too big of a problem, but I think it'll make my life easier in the future. I won't have to take this whole thing off again just to change my belt. And it cuts super easy. And same deal, tightening the fan. You have to wedge the water pump pulley with something. Otherwise, when you go to tighten the fan clutch, it'll just move the water pump pulley. So you have to stop that from happening and get it tight. And then, yeah, start putting these back on up here. This one's so much easier than that one. Holy crap. My arm, I barely got it though. It's going, it's going, it's going.
So the truck is running super good. It feels like it's a lot more responsive and has a lot more power or something. I've noticed it on the highway or stop signs or whatever, just normal driving. These are some pictures of the tensioner. I noticed that it has a Gates symbol on it, even though I bought GM genuine off Rock Auto. And then I thought that was interesting. And there's a sticker on it as well that talks about where it's assembled, and just thought that was interesting on a GM part. And then these are the original idler pulleys that came off the truck, in case you're curious on part numbers. But that's about it. Truck's running better than what it was. Didn't expect that. Maybe it was the fan clutch, slowing it down, or maybe it was just a slipping belt or a worn out tensioner, but it's running a lot better now. So thanks for watching.